What's that term when someone's neurotic, perfectionist, no. OCD? Yeah, for someone who's OCD. Alright, so I thought I would do some updates. I know I keep saying no more pool videos, but I'm really sorry. It's summer, and the pool is our life right now. We've had tons of gatherings up here, lots of people. You've seen a lot of that. The videos you've seen are only a couple of the events. Even last week we had 3 days where we had like 30 plus people each day. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the vacuum. You know, that dolphin, Echo Dolphin vacuum? It's a great idea, that little robot. It doesn't use any electricity because it's 12 volt. You plug the thing in, you throw it in the water, you push the button and you split. And you let it cycle. You know, you come out, what I mean by cycle is you let it run its 2.5 hours, and then maybe in the morning you come out, it's sleeping on the bottom of the pool and you're on your way to work. You hit the button again, it'll run 2.5 hours. So after 3 or 4 of those, I take that basket out and I empty it. And I'll show you that basket. And it's really simple. It gets a lot of dirt, gets a lot of hair, a lot of dead scorpions and dead sun spiders on the bottom of the pool. You have to make sure all your toys are out though, because I have sucked up a couple toys. Hasn't done anything to it. It also goes up the side of the pool backwards, and there's a big scrub brush on the back of it, and that thing scrubs the tile. So the pool tile is always clean. It's a really cool invention. I wanted to do a little bit of talking about pool vacuums. We've always had the suction type of vacuum. We like the ones called the Barracuda. We've had 4 or 5 of those things in all the pools we've had. But the problem with those is all the dirt that the Barracuda vacuums up, it goes right in the filter. So you're cleaning the filter a lot, especially where I live, because we get dirt every time I open the pool. This is a 12 volt vacuum. It's called an Echo Dolphin. And here's a link to it on Amazon. You know, it's kind of a little bit of a bummer. You got to plug the thing in, but I do this when no one's here. I plug it in and I keep the control box over here so it doesn't get wet. You throw it in the water. It's 12 volt, can't hurt anybody, and it just drives around and it does a really good job. I just got done cleaning the filter. All right, now we'll clean out my little robot buddy's basket. So you get the thing out of the water, you let it drain, pull this up, yank this thing out of here, and see, it's filthy. So let's go clean this. And here's some of the residue. So it's got this little trap door on the bottom you open up, and look at that. Dog hair. That is dog hair. See all that dirt in there? Clumps of dirt. So this material is like some kind of really fine netting. I suspect if you punctured that, it would ruin the filter's ability to retain fine dirt. So be careful with that. I keep going over it because the whole thing feels really gritty because we had like 5 days of gnarly winds. And with that comes road dust because the road is above our house. All right, so you just throw this thing back in here. There's a little molding here that tapers down, so when you shut it, it pushes the handle down. Throw the thing back in the water. Feed it all of its cord back in there. And then you hit the button. That's pretty much it. Anyway, it does a really, really good job. So I throw it in there, I let it run. It automatically shuts off after 2.5 hours. And then sometimes at night before I go to bed, with the cover on, it's in there already. I just hit the button, vacuums, and then when I open the pool, we always have a little bit of dirt around the shelf there. That's called Piper's Island, and we have a little bit of dirt on that first step, and we have a little bit of dirt on the love seat, and we have a little bit of dirt on the love seat in the grotto, because as the wind blows the dirt, it doesn't go anywhere deep here, but it falls off the edges of the pool cover and it gathers there. And here's what I do to clean those areas. This is called a Pool Blaster Max. This is a rechargeable handheld pool vacuum. And for, what's that term when someone's neurotic? Perfectionist? No. Yeah, for someone who's OCD like me, you know, I vacuum my expansion joints with a vacuum before people come over. This is a must-have. You have to have this for your pool. You know, you wonder if this little vacuum's even doing anything, you know. Here's how simple it is. So there's the suction right there, and there's a two-way little flapper door. So when it's bringing dirt in, other dirt can't come out. And to clean it, you just pop this thing off like this. Take the filter out. And you wonder if it's doing anything. Look in there. So I just flip the thing inside out like this, and then just spray it off. It's a little dirtier now. See that? This is just for me cleaning for about 20 minutes. And that's just cleaning the areas that my little robot vacuum doesn't get, like the ledge and the grotto, the love seat, and then the Piper's Island area. So I just put it back together. I rinse this out. Rinse out the lid. This simple. That's it. So again, that's dirt that would have went in my filter. And you just plug the thing back in, and you're off and running. I just leave it right here. When that little light right there turns green, she's ready to go. All right, check this out. You might have seen pictures and video of my old pool where we did this. Every pool we built, I told the pool people, we've only built 3, just to be accurate, that we wanted an umbrella hole in the first step. And they're all like, oh, you don't want that. You know, the umbrellas fly away, and they're right, they do. But on days like today where there's little to no, you know what, this is awesome because you can just sit in here. You just sit under this umbrella and you're shaded, and my bald head doesn't get all sunburnt. If you haven't tried those are awesome. So if you have your pool contractor put one of these umbrella holes in your pool, they use one that's really big. I guess that's the standard one. You know, it goes down into the cement and everything, and that's cool. But the problem is if you just get one of these regular beach umbrellas, they're so thin that they have a lot of play in them. Now this is actually, I've taken care of that play, and here's how I do it. I get 2 1-inch PVC couplers, and then I grind out the middle because there's a lip in the middle where the 2 pipes come together, and then I ram those PVC couplers into this hole. Here, I'll show you. All right, Alright, so there's the PVC coupler, and then there's a lip in there. See that lip? I take and I grind this lip out a little bit with like just a pocket knife, and then I ram it in the hole. There's actually 2 in the hole, and then we put the umbrella in that, and it takes up all the slack. What's that?
Fits right in there.
Fits right in there. Now, it'll withstand a little bit of wind, you know, to flop around. But out here in the desert, you get these weird gusts and stuff, and we've actually seen... I had wooden framed umbrellas. They were 10 foot. This is 7 foot. I had a 10 foot wooden framed umbrella. The thing weighed like 40 pounds. And this poor guy was in the pool with his sister. I wasn't home. And a dust devil came, and that thing shot up like one of Elon Musk's rockets and took off. And then when I got home, I found it 500 feet away in the desert, smashed to smithereens.
I was fine. I was just traumatized from wind for like 2 years, and now I'm fine.
That's HD life, right? So HD life.
HD life.